This story comes out of West Hills, California. West Hills is a suburban and residential community in the western San Fernando Valley region of the city of Los Angeles, California. The percentage of residents aged 35 and older is among the highest in Los Angeles County. The neighborhood was formerly the home of many Native American tribes and during the early Spanish and Mexican era. Mother Day's tragedy in sunny California in year 2022. Angela Flores has a total of 7 children. However, Angela had 4 children living with her, and the ages of the children are 16, 12, 10, and 8. It has been noted that Angela has 3 older children living with their father. The background on this story. Angela Flores was new to the West Hills area and was looking to connect with people in the area for friendship for the following activities: hiking, spa, lunch, and going to the beach. On May 7, 2022, around 10:30 p.m., neighbors stated Angela had been hysterical, holding a Bible, screaming, praying, and lighting candles at other people's homes on the street. One neighbor stated she could hear Angela yelling, "My family is abusing me." My first reaction to hearing this was Angela having a mental crisis. Since Angela was new to the area, the neighbors did not know who she was and if she lived in the area. However, the neighbor decided to call 911 to report the incident. Police, along with the paramedics, arrived and Angela was put on a stretcher. Even though Angela was strapped to the stretcher, she was yelling, "Where is my Bible?" A witness heard Angela mention to the first responders that she had killed her children. She was transported to the hospital around midnight and released 7 hours later, which is Mother's Day. Around 7:30 a.m., Angela's 16-year-old son went to the neighbor's home and told them his brother and sister was unresponsive. The neighbor called the police immediately, and when they entered Angela's home, they discovered the 3 children dead: Natalie 12, Kevin 10, and Nathan 8. So I'm assuming that when she first told the first responders that she killed her children, they didn't believe her. Angela told police she believed the kids were possessed and repeatedly attacked them because she thought she could drive the demons out. She also stated that her 16-year-old son helped her kill the children, which he denies. Angela was immediately detained and taken to a hospital for a mental evaluation and then placed into custody. Neighbors told the news reporter you could sometimes hear screaming and arguments coming from the house. Another neighbor stated he saw the family riding their bikes and they looked normal. Motive for killing the children has not been released. The only thing police would state is the children suffered signs of trauma. Angela has been charged with 3 counts of murder and bail has been set for $6 million. With regards to the hearings, motive, and autopsy, and update on the case, as of April 9, 2023, I could not find any updates on this case. Angela's arraignment was supposed to be on May 11, 2022. However, the hearing was pushed back to August 10, 2022. Angela's 16-year-old son was arrested for suspicion of murder. He has pleaded not guilty in juvenile court and has not been given a bail. His hearing was supposed to be on May 25, 2022, but as I stated before, there has not been any updates on this case. My commentary. First, I would like to offer my condolences to the family, friends, the community, classmates, and first responders who are all devastated by this horrific tragedy. What caused Angela to kill her 3 beautiful children who would never get to experience milestones such as prom, dating, graduation, marriage, and having kids? They were kids themselves and did not deserve this. Did Angela suffer from some type of mental illness such as depression? The way she was screaming outside leads me to believe she was having some type of mental breakdown, especially when she mentioned to the police she thought her kids were possessed by demons. It was mentioned on one of her social media accounts that she was an evangelist. If this is the case, why didn't Angela reach out to a pastor before she became unhinged? The Bible is very clear that thou shalt not kill. No one has the right to take the life of anyone, especially kids who are incorrect or who are innocent. Who are innocent. It is really sad that she did not reach out to friends, neighbors, and hospital and let them know what she was feeling about the kids, because just maybe, it could have saved their lives. I have some additional questions. Why hasn't this story been updated? Again, as I mentioned earlier, this happened in May 2022, and I could not find any updates on the case. Was Angela put on the stretcher in front of her house? Because again, if she was put on a stretcher in front of the house and she said, I killed my kids, I don't understand why the police did not go into her, like, why didn't they look inside her home? Why didn't they believe her? While Angela was screaming in the neighborhood, where was her 16-year-old? Was he at home? Was he asleep? Was he over a friend's house? And how did Angela get home from the hospital? That wasn't clear either. Before I sign off, I would like to mention that if you are suffering from mental illness, please seek help as soon as possible. If the situation is potentially life-threatening, get immediate emergency assistance by calling 911. And they are available 24 hours a day. If you or someone you know is suicidal or in emotional distress, contact 988, which is the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Trained crisis workers are available to talk 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your confidential and toll-free call goes to the nearest crisis center in the Lifeline national network. These centers provide crisis counseling and mental health referrals, because your life does matter.